when I stopped doing it, I will always tell people that like it kind of felt that like the universe or just like life started giving me signs that I just needed to go in a different pathway, but it just like it really hurt, you
Was it an
know.
adjustment, like just not having it in your life? Was it like almost an identity crisis? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of JO Sports World. Today we got a cheerleader, an artist on, and as you can tell by the shirts, we're big Love Island fans. So we're gonna be
Yes.
diving into some Love Island. Today we've got Valeria Chacon on. Valeria, how are you? And thank you for taking some time to sit down with me.
Hey, I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm very good. I'm very good.
That's great. I'm really excited to be here.
All right. Good.
Um,
Good.
can we talk about how this is the second time we record
This
this?
is the second time we're recording this. Yes, it is.
Oh my god.
Good to have you back, though.
Of course, we were talking about doing a part two. This is,
We were actually talking about doing a part two at the end of the last one, so I guess this is technically the part two.
but hey, we can do a part three as
We
well
can do a part three as well.
because I know the public loves me.
We'll see how they react to part one, but also part two at the same time.
Period.
So, what's new in your life? Whatever you want to share, floor is yours.
I've been doing good. I graduated eh, 2 months ago already. So, a lot of changes, a lot of new experiences.
What did you graduate from?
Timber Creek, actually.
High
You know,
school? High school?
yeah, high
Yes, yes,
school.
okay, okay. Just
High
wanted to confirm. Want to specify. Congratulations. Continue.
Thank you.
Of course, of course.
I also start college. I'm doing the summer semester, which has been pretty fun and interesting. I'm getting to know the campus, and I'm just doing one online class, which is actually really interesting. I really like it. It's introduction to computer art, and it's one of like my major requirements. So that's fun, you know.
Good. And where are you going?
Um, UCF,
Okay.
go
Okay.
Knights.
Perfect. Perfect. Charge on. Right.
Period.
Right. Um, when did you get into art, and what type of art do you do?
Okay, so that's a really hard question because I literally started doing art since I was able to hold a pencil. I think last time I was telling you, yeah, I was telling you how like I was drawing even before I learned how to write because I remember I would do like drawings for like my dad and like
Yeah.
my mom and they would like write on them because I didn't know how to write. So art has just really been a part of my life since literally always. I think I start as well just looking up YouTube tutorials of like cartoons, and I will copy them.
Did you ever
And
get into caricatures?
into what?
Caricature art?
What is that? What do you
Like
mean?
where they, like like where like you sit down and they like draw a cartoon version of you.
Oh yeah, I mean I do that a lot. I was like that was the second question, right? Like what's my
What
favorite?
type of art do you do? Wait. ¿Cómo se dice caricature art in español? How do you say? How do you say that?
Caricaturas. I'll say
Caricaturas.
Yeah. Right,
Qué bien.
period.
Or qué
Period.
bueno. Qué bueno. Yeah, yeah.
Qué bueno. So
Spanish
yeah,
JL out here.
period.
Good city. Good
Oh
city.
my god. So yeah, my favorite type of art to do is actually like cartoons. So I do a lot of everything. Honestly, I do a lot of realism. I really like it. But I think my favorite has to be cartoons. I do cartoons of my friends, myself, my family. Actually, I mean, not recently, like a couple years ago actually when I used to do cheer. I did this one of me and Valeria, my best friend, and it's so cute. So yeah, I love doing cartoons, and that's actually what I want to get into after graduating from college, or even me while I do my
Yeah.
degree. You know.
So that leads me to ask you, what do you want to do with art long term? Also, she uh she did a cartoon version of me and like a lot of the football team back in
Oh
high
my
school.
god,
She it was
yeah.
really good.
I have the picture prepared.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
Because
Let's see
I
it
knew you
before we
were
move
gonna
on.
mention.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
let me just show our amazing public, our amazing audience.
I've got like she's got like the hair and like my foot's up with a football, like I'm kicking the
Yes.
ball. It's
Bro,
fantastic.
it's so good. Wait, you see?
Yeah, they can see
Just
it.
a bunch of people from like LBB in wait, let me zoom.
Zooming on me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic. It actually does look a lot like me.
It literally it's you, bro. Oh my god, that's so old. That's from like freshman year.
That's a long time ago.
It was, but
Now I'm way
okay.
more built now than I was in that.
Right.
Like I'm super, strong. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um,
Anyways,
what do you want to do with art long term though? What are the goals in the future?
okay, so as I was telling you last time,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a couple of goals, a couple of plans. So first of all, of course, I want to finish my career. Right now I'm majoring in emerging media, so I can either do they have three different tracks, but I'm interested in two. Either character animation, which is what I essentially like to do, doing cartoons, or animation and visualization, which is like animation but more like broad, you could say. So yeah, I want to get my degree and maybe get into one of like the big companies in of animation, like Disney, Pixar, Illumination. That would be like my dream. I would like to start as a character animator and maybe just move my way up to art director or creative director because they make good money,
Do they?
and yeah,
Yeah.
I looked it up and it's basically just doing what I love, and making good money. So,
What's your favorite like intro to a movie? Because like Pixar, you got like and then the light, and
oh
then
my
like
god.
Illumination is like the video, like Illumination, like where you like yeah, like so. What's the favorite one?
Mm, That's really hard. I really like the one from I like Disney just because it's just like
Okay.
it brings me
Oh,
like
the
childhood
castle
memories.
with the
Yes,
yeah
it's
yeah.
so cute. I like that one. But yeah, that's like one thing I wanna do. I have an art Instagram account, which if you don't follow me, he's gonna put the link.
I'll put the link. Yeah, I got you. You
Yes.
don't even follow me.
No, okay. Okay, no, hear me out. Hear me out.
I'm
It's just like
listening.
in that account, I only follow art related stuff,
Mm.
because it's my art account, but I do follow you on my personal account,
Mhm.
you know.
Mhm.
But yeah, what I want to do with that account, don't look at me like that. Hey, don't look at me like that.
Floor is yours.
So essentially, what I want to do with that account is that like I've been trying to post like content um, recently because I want to grow the account and maybe start like doing like commissions and things like that, which is something I do as like a side hustle
Yeah.
right now, but maybe just like get more deep into that and kind of just like grow that business, you could say so. So yeah, I'm really like working on creating content. I'm trying to post at least like 2 3 times a week. I have
That's
not
good.
been posting recently because I've been pretty busy with school, but that's what we're trying to do,
Yeah.
so I'm really excited to see what can I do with the account. I like doing reels. I just post my art, a lot of my creative process as well, my thought process. So yeah, because I don't know, I feel like creativity is not only just like doing the art, but like all the background that comes with it,
Yeah.
all the thought process, just like inspiration.
The little things that go into it.
Yeah, basically. So that's another thing. In what else did I mention last time? Just like doing commissions, like that's called like freelance art, which is
Yeah.
basically when you're like on your own and just like getting like people to buy your art. Basically, I've been doing a lot of commissions lately. I did this one. I showed you last time the one of the
Mhm.
dog.
Beethoven.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You can see it in my Instagram account. But
I can post it too. I got you. I
oh,
got you. I'll put it
period,
up. Yep.
period. But yeah, and I feel like I really like doing commissions. Usually I get them from family, friends. But that's why I want to grow the art account so I can do it to like more people. But yeah, I also told you last time about the like one of the biggest commissions I've gotten, which was the book cover of Mr. Andrews, which was
Yeah.
my my English teacher
Mm-hmm.
in LBB, and after I transferred schools, and he moved as well. Like he doesn't work there anymore when I transferred. So
Where is he?
I don't know where he like. I don't know if he still teaches. Honestly, you don't even know who it
I
is.
don't, but like I'm just curious as to where he went.
I have no idea.
Okay.
No, I think he's still in Florida. He just
Okay.
like I don't think he either teaches in another school or like
Yeah.
okay, that's not even the point. The point is that like
That's not the point. We're getting off track.
okay, that's not the point. The point is that like during my sophomore year, I was doing my AP drawing portfolio,
Hmm.
which again I told you whenever I start talking about my portfolio, I literally don't shut up.
Hey man, it's all
I
good.
don't shut up. I was so passionate about doing that. So during my sophomore year, he was my teacher, and I will literally tell everybody about my portfolio. I will show him like my drawings, my ideas, what I was doing. So after I transferred, we kept in contact because he told me he was writing a book and he wanted me to do the cover.
Yeah.
And I actually worked on that for like a full year. It was like a lot of work, honestly. But I love how it turned out. It's already published. You can find it on Amazon as well.
Really?
Yeah,
All right. All
actually,
right.
yeah.
Wait, send me the link and I'll put that in the description too.
Okay,
I
please.
got you. I got
It's
you.
called Justice Cage.
Okay.
So yeah, and like my name is like in the credits of the book, and I got like really good money
Dude, that's
out of
awesome.
it. Yeah, I think
That is awesome though, actually.
it was a great
That's fire.
commission. So it really was like I feel like kind of a little milestone because it was just something
Yeah.
bigger
Right.
I did, So yeah, that was pretty exciting. Those are just a couple of like my ideas that I have right now.
I was gonna say perfecto, but for you it'd be perfecta, right? Because
What?
like I'm talking to you. Like if I were to say it's perfect,
Perfecto.
eso es
Perfecto.
perfecto.
Eso es perfecto.
Sí.
Sí.
Bien.
Bien.
Buen trabajo.
Buen trabajo.
Okay. Um, obviously I see you doing your art, but do you have any hobbies outside of art?
I do actually. The thing is like um I don't have a lot of spare time.
Yeah.
I'm actually like usually busy with work, with school, or just like doing this commissions or
Yeah.
trying to get into the Instagram art account. But when the little spare time I have, I really like to read.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like reading like romance book, like love.
Well, but like, do you like actual books or do you like reading on your iPad?
No, I like actual
Like
books.
actual books?
Yes.
Okay.
It will be like way more convenient if I read on my iPad or like on a Kindle. But it's just like the feeling of like touching the book.
You like the paper, you like turning the
yeah,
page.
turning the page. You like smelling the book.
You like smelling the book.
The book smells so nice.
I do like new book smell.
Oh
There's
my
there's something
God,
good about
it's
the smell.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Like you know, like stick your nose in it. You just kind of like catch a whiff of it.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Oh my God.
But yeah, I love reading. I usually read a little love book, but actually recently I've been getting more into psychology, just because I don't know, just knowing the way people work.
The way they think and stuff and their mindset.
And
Okay.
as I told you last time, right now I'm reading this book. It's called Attachment,
Okay.
and it's just about like attachment styles in people.
And explain what that is, because I was like, I know what like attachment issues are, but what's an attachment style?
Okay, so basically, what the book explains is like based on like psychology, most of the people, like 99% of people, fall into one of these three categories when it comes to having like a relationship with someone else.
Okay.
So you can either be like anxious, you can either have like an anxious attachment style, you can either be like an avoidant, or you can be like secure. So it just like kind of explains which what like all of them means, and just like how to manage them when you realize which is time attachment style you have, and that just like kind of helps you to like know how to interact with like other people and like identify like this types of attachment, because that's just like really important when it comes to like a relationship.
What's your attachment style?
Why are you asking me that question?
I'm just wondering because you're talking all about it. I'm
No,
like, what's
honestly,
yours? Like,
honestly, I'm a little anxious attachment when it comes to that. So I'm a little anxious. What do you think your attachment style is, Jake? Because okay, hear me out. I feel like it is not the rule, but most people, no, most men are like avoidance because of the way they think and like perceive things,
What do
you
you
know?
well avoidance in what way? Like they don't want to show their attachment.
No, not in that way. So basically, let me like give you an example. So
Please.
basically, like, okay, you have your partner, right? And
Hmm.
you guys like have a fight,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So, like, an anxious person, okay, it's not an anxious person, it's just like someone with an anxious attachment will
Okay.
like, whenever you have a fight with them, like, she will like to like talk to you, you know, like fix the problem right
Oh,
away.
okay.
Just
Most men
like,
shy away from that.
right, yeah, yeah, just like I need to like talk about things, just like solve this like right now, right now, right now. You know what I mean? And when that problem is like, if you don't solve that problem, that person is just gonna start like overthinking and just like kind of like being anxious essentially, you know. But like an avoidant, basically whenever like you have a fight with them, they try to like push you away, you know. And when like, you know, they need like they need their space, they need to like calm down. But also
Oh.
when they like, it's really common that when they start having like strong feelings towards you, when they
Yeah.
realize that, they trying to like push you away because they don't want to get attached to you, you know. So when they realize they're getting like really attached to you and that like they, you really like them and that they really like you, basically they just start like pushing themselves away,
But an
you know.
attachment issue though can technically be an attachment style, right?
No,
No?
okay, it
Because you
doesn't
could be
work
like too
that way.
obsessed. It doesn't work that
No,
way.
no, no. Okay, yeah, but that's not like a style. You know what I mean? Like attachment issues are not good.
No,
Are not,
obviously not.
are
Like you.
not good.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just like it's different. So okay, you could say that like maybe like an avoid. Okay, I know. It's just like okay, it's complicated. It's complicated, but
Okay.
basically whatever like
Oh my God.
what everybody should like aim to is to
Hmm.
have like a secure attachment
Yeah,
style.
that's
You
that's
know what I
that's
mean?
like
That's
yeah,
like that
it's
should be like the healthy and what like
yeah.
you trying to like work
Work
on.
through it,
Yes,
not avoid it.
basically.
Okay,
You know what I
I can go
mean?
with that.
So yeah, honestly, I just started the book. Okay, guys, if I'm like giving misinformation, I just started the book. Okay,
Wait, how far along are you, and how much is in the book?
maybe like one third of the book actually. It's just like I kind of like looked this up even before like reading the book because like I just like I like psychology, you know. I like
Yeah.
just like looking things like that up. But
Right.
yeah, I don't know, I'm getting more into those kind of books. I like
Okay.
psychology.
Okay. Do you have a couple questions for me? Because then we'll get back to yours.
Okay, okay,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
What questions do you have for
first
me?
question, I feel like nobody has asked you that before because I told you that like I watched your like past
Yeah, yeah,
episodes.
yeah.
So I'm gonna ask him, you know. So
Ask away.
I just want to know like what like inspired you to like start this podcast and like what really like pushed you to be like, okay, like I'm actually gonna do it. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna like buy the mics, start recording. You know, like
I think I think a lot of people like kind of have like hopes, dreams, aspirations, and I think there are some people out there that shy away from that. So I think the worst possible thing that comes out of it is you go, it took, you know, 10 years for it to actually go somewhere, or the worst possible thing out of it is like it just didn't work out. I want to live in the land of, well, what if I didn't try, rather than in the land of, or the mountain of, what if I had done it? You know what I
yeah,
mean? So, and I think, you look at, growing up, like looking up to all these athletes and stuff, you look and you're like, well, dang, like, he's got his podcast, and obviously, like, they're known. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're athletes, they're known. So, it's a little easier for them to build their brand and,
yeah,
kind of get it going. But, I kind of wanted to, like I said, live in that world of, you know what, let me do it. And, you look to those guys as inspiration, and it's, it's a different mindset because, from the outside looking in, you look at, someone, an aspiring, entrepreneur, an aspiring brand builder, and you're like, yeah, that's got to be hard. But once you're in it, it's like a whole another other different mindset, and you look at it differently. It's a different type of ball game. So, um, it's been difficult, but it's definitely been very, very fun, and I just really look forward to seeing where this goes.
That's great. Honestly, I mean, what I told you like behind the cameras is that like I really think it's like I really admire you for like actually starting this because I
Thank
feel
you.
like a lot of people have like this type of ideas, but no
Right.
one actually does it because like what would they say? Like I don't know, like I don't want to start, like it's kind of embarrassing, like just like things like that. But it's just like I think it's really few the people who like actually like take the first step, and I think
Yeah.
that's like huge.
Or there's a fear of failure, which I understand, but like at the end of the day, like you're never gonna know if you don't try. Like
Yeah, of
might as well
course.
just try and see where it goes. You know what I mean? Like, and it's funny because there's been like for you, for instance, you're like I was waiting for you to like for you to ask me if you wanted to come on. I'm like, well, like why didn't you just text me? But I mean, we're past that now. We're obviously here, but there's a lot of people that are wanting to come on and just having a conversation for a little bit and just interviewing somebody or whatever the case may be, that really helps. You know what I mean? And really and truly, like I've gotten a little bit of hate, a little bit of stuff, but at the end of the day, like you'd be amazed to see how many people are actually willing to help with it. So, and I think
Yeah,
that's actually very, very cool.
that's really cool. Hey, congratulations.
Thank
And I
you, thank
hope
you.
your podcast, I'm sure it will go really far. I have
I
a
hope
little
so.
faith. I have a little
Do
faith.
you?
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Of course. What else was I going to ask you? Honestly, hmm. Honestly, it's just like things about the podcast, what do you want in the future for the podcast, kind of?
What do I want in the future? Um, wow, that's wow. Um, Obviously, I want to get as many people involved as possible. You want to grow the brand, things of that nature. Um, I want to look back and just be proud. I just want to look back and be proud, and I want to look back and obviously, like we're having fun right now doing this, so it's fun. But
Yeah, it's actually really
it
fun.
is
I like
fun.
doing this.
It's fun. It's fun. I just really want to look at it and go, wow, I'm having so much fun because I mean, this has no age limit. You could be 80 doing a podcast. Like it doesn't matter. You know what I
Hey,
mean? So
yeah.
I just want to look back and go, wow, I remember that throughout the years. I remember this. I remember this. I remember this. I just want to look back and be like, I put a lot into this. All the people that helped me along the way put a lot into this. People who came on put a lot into this. You know, everyone's kind of put a lot into this who's wanted to, and this is where it's gone. That's kind of just where I want to look back in a years time and in the future, I guess, and just kind of think that.
Period. That's so good. I think like the best projects and the best outcomes from just like come from just doing what you love and
Yeah,
just like having fun.
I agree.
Like that's the best outcome you can have, just like having fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think that really kicked in throughout when I played in high school too. It was kind of just like, let me just go out there and have fun and see what happens. And I think that's when I had the most fun. Not the, what about this? What about this? What about that? I kind of tossed those scenarios out of the way. I was just like, this is what I love to do. Let me just go out there and have fun. And
Period.
I think life in general is just a lot better when you think of things like that.
For sure, 100%.
For sure.
I think that's all from me, honestly. I
That's all
just
for you? Okay, thank you. I
yeah,
appreciate
I
it.
just like I just wanted to just like ask you about the podcast
Yeah,
because your audience needs to know as well.
they do need to
What
know.
inspired you.
That is very fair. I will absolutely I'll probably make this a reel and post it, but yeah, I got you. What is
Period.
this? Are these like little pinchers?
I don't even know. It's like clap. It's
I
like
know
little
someone else
claps.
little claps.
I mean, I use it like that. It's
Like a
just like
finger clap.
it's a finger clap for me. Like
like little crab hands.
period.
I
I
actually
always
know
say
this
period, and I'm like
I actually know this girl who does the same exact thing.
mm, period.
I'll shout her out. Ari. Shout out Ari. She's gonna love that.
Oh
All right.
my god.
On to cheer. Do you miss cheerleading? And what is one memory from cheer that will stick with you forever? If you can't pick one, you can just talk to me a little bit.
Oh my god, don't even ask me that question because I will literally start crying. But yeah, of course, I miss cheer so much. It literally, when I stopped doing it, I will always tell people that like, it kind of felt that like the universe or just like life started giving me signs that I just needed to go in a different pathway but it just like it really hurt,
Was it an adjustment, like just not having it in your life? Was it like almost an identity crisis?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. And literally, to like till this day, I will talk to like my family or my friends about it, and it will literally make me like tear up because of how much I miss it. And it was just like it was a part of me, like
Yeah,
it's not a part of my life anymore, but it will always be
it's
a
always
part
gonna
of,
stick.
yeah, it's always a part of who I am, you know. So just like stop doing it was pretty hard, but I pulled a lot of memories from it, and just choosing one is pretty hard. But I have two
All
that
right,
I can
let's hear
tell you
them.
about.
Let's hear them.
So the first one, it has to be when the first time we went to States
Yeah.
as a team. It was great. It was so much fun. So we went to Gainesville
Mm-hmm.
and we stayed in the like campus dorms.
Yeah.
So that was super fun, just like having a little
I, re-
sleepover with
I
your
remember all
team.
the posts and stuff. I remember you guys were all just like in each other's rooms, like just smiling. Like, I think someone was jumping on the bed. Like, I think you guys were just having fun, man, which is awesome.
It was great, and one thing about cheer is that like I didn't only love the sport as it is, but I only love my teammates, and would literally cheer with my best friends. There's people that I don't talk to anymore, but they know they will always have
What a
a
special
space in my
place.
car. Yeah, shout out to Fabi, Adri, my best friend Valeria, everybody else, love you all. But yeah, it was just that. It was just like sharing such a like bonding experience with like people you love and like people you consider. Oh my god, you have a
You have a fly?
yes. Oh my god.
We're good. We're good.
We're good. Anyways,
Bonding experience. Continue. Thank you.
thank you. Anyways, as I was saying, just like sharing those moments with the people you love, it's great. It was a great bonding experience.
Yeah.
Of course, we love like achieving that. Just like that was like a milestone. Just like going to states. But just like the memories we created were amazing. I absolutely love it. Had so much fun with them. And I'll also say cheer camp
Yeah.
because it kind of felt the same. Not really, but in a way, we also stayed. Where did we stay? I don't even remember, but it was just like it was like 4 days that we like went to cheer camp. So I don't even remember where it
I was gonna
was.
say, where was it? Then
I
maybe I
don't
could
think it
try to
was
help
really.
you,
I
but
don't
I
think
don't
it was
know.
that far, honestly.
No.
No, but it was so much fun. I feel like cheer camp is more about having fun. Of course, we learned a lot of things. They taught us about like stunts, dances, cheers, but it was just like more of like having fun with your team, bonding. It was great. Honestly, I absolutely loved it. Core memory forever, and
Absolutely.
I really miss it. Yeah.
I felt you on the identity crisis part. I really did. I was at the park, like like the DP park,
Yeah.
and I was just like kicking some footballs, getting work in, conditioning and stuff. And I remember I just was like packing up all my stuff, and I just sat there and I looked at the school, and I looked around and there was nobody around. And I remember I texted one of my coaches and I was like, "How did it feel like when football just wasn't a part of your life anymore?" Because like I'm working towards like hopefully getting a shot again. Playing in college. That's obviously something that I'm not gonna give up on. Because I feel like going back to your point real quick about we'll do hand clap, hand clap.
Think that.
Going back to your point real quick about like why I started the podcast. I mean, you'd be amazed at how many people made it later in life with stuff.
Yeah,
So I
for
feel like
sure.
that's one of the things that kind of keeps me going with all my dreams and my goals. But yeah, I remember just kind of like looking around and I was just like, dang, like I was so lonely out there. And I remember texting one of my personal coaches who's close to me. I'm like, hey man, how did it feel like when you stopped playing? And he had like a crazy journey, and he was like, it's an identity crisis, man. And I was like,
It
yeah,
really
I felt that.
is.
Because then I was like, well, should I go grab some food on the way home? And I was like, nah, forget it. Like, there's no one to. There's no one to hop in the trunk and like without a seatbelt on
Yes.
with
Oh my
every like we would
god.
put. I remember we had like one dude in the passenger seat, like five guys in the back, and like we put like one dude all the way in the back of the trunk, and like
Oh my
we
god,
got to
yeah.
Chick-fil-A and we opened up the trunk, and instantly, because I was the only one in there that weighed under 200 pounds, and instantly the car went dunk, because all the weight was like holding it down, and we looked like it looked like a kidnapping. We were like taking him out of the trunk, but it's just those little things that are so meaningful, and
For sure, yeah.
I definitely miss it. But this is a happy podcast, so we're gonna we're gonna move on from that. Anyway,
Yeah.
what did you enjoy most, cheering for basketball, football, or comp cheer, and why?
Okay, so this is a really hard question as well because I feel like okay, comp and football season had to be like tied. Football season, who doesn't love some Friday night lights?
When the
Absolutely
band's
loved it.
playing, the lights are on. It's
Yes,
just a fun
bro.
experience.
And it's just like the whole day. It was not even just at night, but it's just like the whole day at school where like you guys will like use your uniforms. We will have like our cheering uniforms. We will like do our makeup, just like put our hair up. It was just like great. And I also told you last time how like of course I love like cheering in the games, but just like what we would do like before and after with like my friends
Yeah.
and like just the team, it was so much fun. We would like go grab food. We would walk to Chick-fil-A, bro, and Panda Express, which I think it was even like further. But
No, yeah, because like you have to go. Chick Fil A is like up, but like Panda is like you got to go over
right.
too, and then a little bit more that way. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we will walk that on the 90-degree Florida weather, mid August. But you know what? It was great. We will have fun. We will talk, or we will just like hop like 10 people in one car. Um,
I
yeah.
felt that. Except the humans in y'all's cars were probably not as big as the humans in my
Right,
tiny car,
right.
and the car probably was a gunk
Yeah,
all the way to the
no.
ground. The car
Hey,
was slower when I was driving it
I
too.
bet, bro.
I was like, dang, dude, like 45 miles an hour felt like 20. I was like, am I the only one here that weighs under 200 pounds? Everyone's like, yeah. And then Brian's in the back, like, yep. I'm like, okay.
Right. So that whole experience was great. We will like get ready together in the dance room. We
Yeah.
will play music, just like do each other makeup, help each other putting like our bows, just like really bonding. It's just like it's the little things. It really is the little things.
Gossip.
A lot.
A lot of
I was
gossip.
literally about to say that. I was like, we will talk so much, so much. But yeah, love football season. It just like it really brings me so many good memories. Oh my God, let's talk about the last game you guys like won because
Okay.
that was great.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
No, cause wait. A little parenthesis. Last
Uh oh.
last time we recorded this, I was telling him like, yeah, it was great. We would like go grab food, do our makeup, cheer, watch them lose, and go home. Oh my
It's true.
God.
It's true, unfortunately, yes. But you did admit, even in our first year, we got better because we weren't getting our butts kicked as much. Um, we progressed, and you guys all admitted we progressed too. I think Anna made a post about it, like or created like a chat or something, and was like, you guys were, it was fun to watch you guys grow throughout the year, which it was, it really, really was. But we got the dub at the end of the year, and that was very, very fun. Like you said, though, it's very much so the little things. When JV got a touchdown, and that was the first touchdown in school history, I remember everyone. But you would have thought we won the state championship, and you're
No,
just a stranger
literally.
walking in. And I remember just like laughing, and I was happy for us. Obviously, we scored for the first time, but
I was
yeah,
there actually because we didn't cheer because we didn't cheer for JV,
yeah, at the time, yeah.
But I was at the bleachers with my friends and I was like, there's no way. There's like, bro, you would literally thought that like you guys were winning like a championship or everything because
We
it
won
was
our own
crazy.
championship.
It
Like,
was
let's be fair.
no, literally.
Um,
But hey, you know what's the good thing about that? Because we gotta remain positive.
right.
Is that like you guys lost every game for like 2 years. That like the last game of the season of like the second year, you guys won, and
Yeah.
it felt like 1,000 times better.
And we won it big too. It was a
Yes.
nice little senior send off kind of thing. It was just very, very nice. I remember it all. I remember Sam catching the touchdown and taking it to the house. I remember us all going crazy. Um, it was a good game. It was fun. I remember at the end, Maria looks at me and I look at her and I'm like, like, why am I not emotional? Because Abel's already emotional, and I forget the
Mm.
one dude's name. He's already emotional. I'm like, maybe I just won't get it. Like I knew at some point. Cause throughout the day, I remember Tyson was like, you know, you're gonna cry at some point. I'm like, yeah, probably. Like I
Yeah,
admitted, like I probably will. And I don't cry often. I know we've talked
we
about that,
talked about this.
and I know that does not make you happy, but
Don't be
but
emo.
positive, positive, positive.
Positive.
So, but we're talking about crying. So positive, but talking about crying. And I was like, yeah, I probably will. I just admitted it. And I was like, I looked at Maria, and there was like a minute left on the clock. They're all getting emotional. I'm like, why am I not emotional right now? She was like trying to list off some reasons why. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. As soon as that clock hit zero, tears, dude. And Maria and Teray, like they just like hugged me, and I was like, God, like that's awful. Like people saw me cry. Like that's terrible. And then I remember like
Oh
putting my
my god,
I,
bro.
I put my helmet on so I could like make it like less noticeable. But Sean noticed. He hugged me, and you get a little emotional when it's your last game. But
For
yeah,
sure.
last high school game was emotional. And I made like a video of me like taking off my pads for the last time and stuff, and hopefully I can edit that into a video where I'm putting my pads back on. Like I said,
Period.
I'm working towards that dream and that goal. But
As you should.
yeah, that was a fun game though, all in all.
It was great, honestly. I loved it. And so yeah, who doesn't love that? But I feel like competition season it was a lot of hard work. We
Yeah,
will train like
I'm
double
good.
the
I'm good.
time. Are you good?
I'm good. We're
Are you
good.
good?
I'm fantastic.
Okay, great. We will like have a lot of practices. We will practice every single day for like a lot a lot of time,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah,
We will have comps all the time, but I just feel like I was exhausted during comp season. I wouldn't sleep, bro. Oh my god, my whole sophomore year I didn't sleep at all because like I would like go to practice every single day, get
yeah.
home at like literally 8 o'clock, and then just like do homework till like 1 2 a.m. It was so bad. I was so exhausted. I would literally live off like mac and cheese.
Mac
I
and
love mac
cheese.
and cheese.
What's your favorite flavor? Or just regular?
Just regular.
Just regular. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
I like white cheese better than like jello cheese. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I love mac and cheese. But the point is like even though I was like super exhausted, we all were honestly. We will practice a lot. It was just like we will literally spend so much time with each other
Yeah.
that we bonded way way more. So it was fun, just like being on the mat, feeling the adrenaline before the music starts, and just like, yeah, just being with them. It was great.
We're gonna remain with the cheer topic, but we're also gonna shift gears a little bit to
Okay.
maybe the moment everyone's been waiting for, maybe the moment some of you've been waiting for, but we're gonna go ahead and talk some Love Island. So like I said, we're gonna stay with cheer, but we're gonna shift a little bit. I want you to go ahead and rate Taylor's cheer for me when he asked Clark if they wanted to be exclusive. I thought they did fantastic. They're not cheerleaders, keep that in
Mm-hmm.
mind. But you
Right.
rate them however you'd like to rate them.
Okay, I think we should break it down.
Let's
We
do
should
it.
break it down, right? So motions were not bad, not bad for sure, but they had to be a little more sharp. They were kind
Okay.
of loose. They had to be a little more sharp. It was kind of short. It was a short cheer, but what? They didn't stunt, bro. They should have stunned. That would have been
Wait,
great.
did you
Oh
like
my
how they
god.
spelled out her name though? I thought that was good.
I thought that was pretty
I
good.
thought that
I
was
thought they
good.
were gonna spell out like exclusive.
Oh, do they have enough people to do
I
that?
don't think so. That's the thing. But these were pretty good, Clark, honestly. And just effort. It takes 1,000 out of 10 points.
For
Honestly,
sure,
it
for
was great.
sure,
It was amazing. Just for the effort and just like thinking outside of the box. He takes 100 out of 10. Honestly, he
for
did
sure.
great. So proud of Taylor. I don't love him. Not my fab, but he did good.
What's wrong with Taylor? Okay,
It's just like, do you like Taylor?
I don't mind him.
The thing is, like,
He's a cowboy.
um,
You like cowboys?
I don't really mind them, but but it's just like I don't know. It's just like I get that like he wanted to be with Clark, and like it's good that he was honest with Olandria, but it's just like how do you switch up so fast?
That
Like I
yeah,
don't get it.
I don't get that either.
I don't really get it honestly, and I just like I don't think Clark is a bad girl because
No, I
she
think
has
she's
been
cool.
getting a lot of hate
Yeah.
when it's not her fault. You know,
Yeah,
like she didn't do anything wrong. I feel
she
like
did laugh though when he chose her. Like she like did
okay,
like
yeah,
a
she she Loki looks like a mean girl, but just like she didn't. Besides that, she didn't do anything wrong. It's just like I just love Olandria.
You love Elandria?
I love it. It was just like it's just the way she like carries herself. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just like she looks so put together.
she does.
Like it's just like
So
have
do
you
you,
seen her posture? It's
she's always
great.
very tall,
Yeah, she's just like
like
she looks
shoulders
like a
back, chest out.
princess. She's a princess. She's a princess.
Un princesa.
Una princesa.
Una
Clock it.
princesa. Sí, sí.
Clock it. You know. So that's why it just like it kind of pissed me off when like he like did her dirty
I
in
get
a
what you
way.
mean.
You
I get
know.
what you mean. Um,
Anyways.
what are your thoughts on the final four?
Okay, so like I said last episode,
Yeah.
um, I just think them. I really like them as individuals,
Like all
but
of them?
most of them,
Yeah.
I feel like yeah, I really like them as like individual people, but I feel like they were not as strong as couples, and that's a problem where you're doing a dating show. You know, I mean, I fear that's a problem, but it's just like I feel like there's so many situations. So Nick and Olandria, they were kind of like each other's backup in a way. You know, Sierra left
Yep.
so suddenly out of nowhere.
Yep.
So it just felt like Nick didn't have another choice, and they were like trying to convince us that like they liked each other, but it was just like
Because they had the
you
choice.
know,
Well, they had the choice to couple up, and then they took it, and then he went with Sierra, and then that's when Taylor chose Clark, and then she left, and then he went to Alandria again. So it was like you said, like a back. It was interesting. It was like a
yes, yes.
backup
But
kind
you
of
know
thing.
what? I don't know if you've seen, but they have been posting together. Like
They
it
have
seems
been.
like they are
Seems
together,
like they're
which is
genuine.
like
Yeah.
it's like shocking because it seems genuine. You know, we don't know that. You know, social media is fake, but that actually kind of surprised me. This whole thing about Hood and Chris is just really complicated situation. I feel like Huda was portrayed really bad in the show, but in the same way, I think she has something she gotta fix. But it's just like Chris was also not being good the last couple of like episodes they were together. He was just giving. I don't know if I can curse, but he was giving asshole.
Um, I will say though, Chris is a hooper. Man, hoops. I don't know if you saw that episode where they all play basketball.
Yeah.
And then Pepe's actually good at basketball too, I think, right?
Pepe.
Oh, you like Pepe?
Pepe.
Well, he's with Iris, so I don't know what to tell you. He's with he's with the person I want, and Iris is with the person you want. So, sorry.
Oh my
Speaking of Iris, though, what is your favorite moment from season 7?
God. Okay, I told you. I
Yep.
still don't know what's it called, but it's just like the lace and that has a name. It's like it was a challenge where they would like get the whip, you
Mhm.
know, and they were like lingerie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was I
And
love
they were
that.
like
I
tied
think
up and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
you're
thought that
saying all
was
the right
so
words. What do you
funny.
mean? You don't know what
Yeah,
it's
no, no,
called?
no. It's just like the challenge has a name. It's lace and something
Oh,
else.
yeah,
but
I have
I don't
no idea either.
remember.
I don't remember what it's called
I
either.
don't really remember, but I you know what I'm
I
talking
know what you're
about.
talking
You
about.
know, I think
When Huda was like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
she
She
was,
looked
breaking her
fine.
neck,
Yeah.
bro. And he was, you know, when like Austin was like watching Jeremiah.
This was Jeremiah,
Oh my god,
and this was Austin. Across the way.
it's so funny. It's one of my favorite moments, honestly. And I really like the heart rate challenge. That was
When Ace's
funny.
heart rate went up.
Oh my god, that was really, really funny.
But that's your favorite moment is the when Iris came in, like when,
Yeah,
and
for
then I
sure.
think it was Pepe and Jalen that came in too.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pepe,
Can we
Pepito.
talk real quick though, real quick
Pepe,
about
I
how
can treat you better.
leave Iris alone. Um, Can we talk real quick though? Like Jalen seems like such a nice, gentle giant.
Oh my
Right?
god,
He
I
seems
love
so
him.
nice. I
He's
like
so
Jalen. He
cute.
seems so
Oh
nice.
my god! And did you know that like I think when he hit like 100,000 followers on TikTok or something like that, like a
Something like
million,
that. Yeah.
he bought himself a cake and he took a picture and that
Did
was
he really?
so cute. Yeah,
I
everyone
didn't
was
see
talking
that.
about how like just like imagine himself just like getting the cake and just like putting his cell phone and like putting the timer. Oh my god, he's like a little marshmallow.
But he's like a gentle giant. Like he's big, but he just seems like he has such a
Oh
good
my
heart.
god, yes. And you know what? It just made me so happy that like when he posted like a TikTok or like it was like or like a post on
Yeah.
Instagram, he was like getting a lot of messages from like different brands, and I
Yeah.
was like, period, clock it, clock it. So yeah, he's the sweetest. What was your favorite season 7 moment?
Mommy,
Moment. Oh.
mamacita. That was my favorite. That was my favorite moment, man. I love that moment. I don't know. I think it's just too iconic at this point. There's like beat drops to it. There's like, um, a whole lot of
Shirts,
shirts. There's a whole lot
you
of
know.
stuff to it. And then how he was so confused. He's like, a mom of what? A dog? I'm like, oh my god.
He's so funny. Nick is
You like Nick?
hilarious.
But yeah, I would definitely say that's my favorite
Oh my god, I
um,
love Nick, bro.
moment. Um, Also, I did want to announce this right now. TJ, you got a text. I DM TJ. I want him to come on my podcast.
Period. He
So
should. Hey TJ, come to a podcast. We'll
everyone
have
tag him in the
fun.
comments. He was a national champion, man. He was a baseball player. So we got all sorts of stuff to talk about. So I'd love to have TJ.
Yeah, he's a local too.
He is a local, yes. So TJ, the DMs are open. I would love to have you, and yeah, hopefully I could have you on soon. That would be fun. That would be really,
That'll
really
be
cool.
so
That would
fun,
be
bro.
so fun.
If he comes, please invite me.
You want to be
Yeah,
invited
I
if
can just
TJ
like I can
comes?
hold the camera. I'll be like recording
Be
them.
there for support, moral support.
I will be here for moral support.
Um, all right, so I do have one final question for you before you wrap this thing up.
Okay.
So you kind of touched up on this at sort of towards the beginning, but what goals are you looking to accomplish in the future, and what makes them significant and important to you?
Okay, yeah. So, a little bit about my goals. What I just said.
Yep.
Just like getting my degree, finishing my career, getting the job I want. But I think I also mentioned how like I think it's important to like have goals in life,
Yeah.
but also cannot just like be able to adapt to like the changes that like life throws at you. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So I'm like, of course, I have goals. I have like a pathway. I have a plan that I want to follow, but I'm also um just like up to just like go with the flow of
You
life.
want to find a balance.
Yeah, of course. Just like I'm down to just like adapt to like changes. Life just changes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And you gotta learn how to adapt to that. So at the same time, I'm just like kind of see where life takes me in a
Yeah.
way. Still just like working on what I want to do and who I want to become. But also, this is like a little parenthesis that I want to do because, you know how like I was telling you about like my portfolio, my APR
Yeah.
portfolio. So
Yeah.
I actually did two who got me a top score twice. But
Wait. All right, continue.
so both of my portfolios were about my immigration like journey,
Yeah.
and just stories from people who I love and people who surrounded me in
Yeah.
regards to immigration. So just throughout those portfolios, I really found that like I love talking about like people's experiences, and
Yeah.
like being a medium to like raise awareness and just like a medium in which people can like express what they go through. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just like love doing that portfolio. That portfolio literally became just like a part of me, and it has been one of my not one. It has been my most like significant project I've
Yeah.
done. So
Like meaningful, impactful.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. It just like I also feel like it kind of heal parts of like my journey that like I resented in a way.
Mhm.
It just like it made me turn something traumatic
Yeah.
in a lot of what is this called? You know?
Parentheses?
No, this.
Quotes?
No.
Those are quotes.
Okay, anyways. It's not quotes. It's just like I forgot the word.
These are quotes.
Okay, that's not the point. Um that's not the point, guys. That's not the point. Okay.
Continue.
Anyways, what I was saying, just like it just made me um transform this whole experience into something beautiful, which is
Yeah.
my portfolio, you know. So I just wanna use my art and
Yeah.
kind of expand my reach to just be able to reach people who wanna tell their stories, you know, and kind
Yep.
of like what I said, just like raise awareness.
Yep.
So I just really wanna do art that like makes an impact
Yeah.
in the world, you know, not only because it's cute or it's beautiful, you know, because I want to, you know, the field I want to go into is entertainment,
Yeah.
which is something you watch just to like entertain yourself.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something you watch because it's fun, it's
Yeah.
cute, but at the same time, I also want to do things and create projects that like make an impact in people, you know, in the world, or just like even if it makes an impact in like one person, it's just like
They
I'm
say
good
there's
with
a
that.
phrase. It only takes one.
Yeah,
Well, that applies to a lot
honestly.
of things, but I mean, in this scenario, when we're talking about, yeah, it only takes one.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, during my portfolio process, I was sharing this whole experience with my mom,
Yeah.
and just a lot of artworks that I did are inspired by her. And when I finished both portfolios, I show her,
Yeah.
and I just explain everything and just like my thought process, because I had everything. I have like my background process. I had like sketches, you know, ideas, just things that I revised, that I changed, that I developed even
Yeah.
deeper, you know. So I just told, and she was like bawling her eyes out. She
Just
was
very happy,
crying.
very proud.
Yeah, of course. And it was just like, you know, just like seeing that on her was just like great. And just like everybody that I told, um, everybody that I just like talk to about my portfolio, they're like wow, that's really good,
Yeah.
you know. And it's just like it really comes from like the bottom of my heart. But yeah, you know, just be happy, be successful, be peaceful, and do art that creates an impact.
Any any last words or anything else you want to say?
Honestly, I don't know. Thank you for having me. This was really
This
fun,
was really
honestly.
fun.
Even
Thank you for
though,
coming on.
of course, yeah. Thank you for inviting me, because
Absolutely.
I've been wanting to come, but I never told you.
Why?
I
I
don't
don't
know,
understand.
because I didn't know what we could talk about. You know, like
True.
I did cheer, and but I was like, I don't know if he wants a
Yeah.
cheerleader. You know,
I have like everyone on.
period. But yeah, thank you so much for having me. This was really fun.
This was really fun. Thank you for coming, and I appreciate it. We waving bye now.
Yes.
All
If
right.
you want Valeria part 3 or part 2/3, just leave it in the comments.
All right, for sure. I think they will.
Period.
Perfect. Oh wait, oh no, we wave like this.
Mhm.
We don't wave like this, just like this,
Just like
just
this.
like this.